What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I'm going over what we're doing in tomorrow's live course. I have a lot of you hitting me up asking when we're going to do live courses. In general, they are Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you all want to give me better times or days that work best for you, let me know. This has been the time consistently that folks have been able to show up for. So if there's a better time, I might try another time out as well, just so that if people are absolutely not available on Sundays, then we may consider doing an alternate day, maybe once or twice out of the month. Hey, loves. Hey, hey, hey. I see y'all logging in. So what I wanted to do, this is a beginner friendly course, but we are going to learn some tools that are very, very vital to knowing and using Photoshop. So we're going to use a pen tool to cut out the face. And as you understand, this isn't something that Remove BG can cut out for you. When you're doing these kind of these funny and funky little faces on these designs, you need to be very particular about how you cut things out, and you have to use the right tool. So we're going to use a pen tool to do that. This is also, let me show you here. It's not only a sweater design, it also happens to be a sock designer that basically the matching pair, so the matching socks with the sweater will pretty much automatically propagate based on us copying and pasting the layer style here and then manipulating the smart object here. So whenever you're doing this for a client, it's going to make it super simple to take their face, put it on the sweater, and it will automatically update to the socks. So it makes it easier for you to upsell them on a pair of socks. Now get this, you can do shirts and socks and maybe even masks for gift sets for Christmas. So if you start advertising these now, I guarantee you that you will get sales, whether it be local or online. Okay, so I have a little bit of work to do, but I'm just going to kind of show you what we're going to work on in class. I don't have an inspiration image right now to change this to. Oh, you know what? I have some images already saved in here. So I'm going to turn off the socks right now, and we're going to work purely on the sweater design. Now, here's another good thing is that this sweater design could be made jumbo size, which is where you take two 13 by 19 sheets and you splice them together in the middle, and it will cover up almost the whole front of the shirt. It looks very substantial. And you'll see that if you stick around today, I'm going to do my little mock-up. I normally don't do my mock-ups in front of y'all, but I figured, hey, you probably, want to see something like that. So I'll do a real quick mock-up of how I do my thumbnails. So if you stick around, and it also just helps me get the stuff done, because y'all know how I am about putting off work. So let's go ahead and get started on this sweater design. The first thing is I'm going to change out my smart object. Okay, so this is what you do for your client. You'll double click there, and we would end up having to cut out an image. So I want to show you all something. Let's say Cardi says, you know what, Shannon, I see you doing big things with Innate Lab. I want you to make me a ugly Christmas sweater. And of course I would oblige, and in that regard I'm going to show you what I would do. So she would send me her picture. So I'm going to disable the mask right now. She would send me her picture. And of course with these face shirts, you don't just cut out the outside here, which you can. Matter of fact, that's how we did the football shirt, and I'll show you the football player shirt. But when you're just trying to do the little funny heads that basically everybody has been doing those, they are #1 sellers for Christmas gifts, Father's Day, Mother's Day, and Valentine's Day. So I want you all to keep this in mind. This is not just, for principles for Christmas, but to keep in mind that you'll probably be selling these year round. All right, so let's do, I'm not going to sit here and cut it out for you because that's what we're going to do in class, but I'm going to show you my vector mask that I made. And with my vector mask, the reason why I want to show you all how to create vector masks is because I can go back in and let's say she says, well, Shannon, I need you to cut a little bit of that shadow off. I can do that because my nodes are still there. and I can manipulate them. You see that? So this is what I want you all to understand about the pen tool and us masking with the pen tool. We're going to get into that. That's going to be fun. The next thing is, let's say we want to do the Santa cap. Now in this case, what I do is I pick which color cap I want first. And in this case, it's going to be red. If you look at it, this cap is just gray. And I did this on purpose so that you can change this cap to any color. Because I know some of you are team fanatics. You all basically go crazy with colors all the time. I want you to be able to do that with these hats. So I know not everyone is going to wear the traditional reds and greens or even blues for Hanukkahs or the black, red, and green for Kwanzaa. So let's go ahead and make it to where you can change this to absolutely any color that fits your fancy. All right, so we'll be doing that in class too. Right now, I'm just going to choose an alternate color just to show you. I'm going to duplicate this layer. And then let's say I want a pink instead. Matter of fact, let me bring back her image, take off the vector mask. And let's say I want that exact pink. I can double click here. I can choose the pink with my color picker there. Then I'll turn off the image and now I have a pink hat. So if she wanted to keep that pink there, I'll enable that vector mask, turn her image back on. And what I like to do, I don't like to make a whole bunch of these layered objects here because they get very intense. So I'll duplicate it and then I'll merge it, just that duplicate group. And then I'll change the name of this on my keyboard here. I'll change the name of this to maybe Rose. Okay, so now I have a Rose Santa hat. And I'm just going to drag it on top of the head, and I might say, well, I want it to flip the other way. So we'll do Control T. I'll flip it horizontal. Here we go. And we'll do our adjusting. And then I also teach you about how we can kind of add like effects, like a little bit of shadowing under the hat if you want to. And let me go ahead and turn off our original hat here. All right, and I want to get on my move tool to move this just a little bit. And I might make it a little bit bigger to look like it's actually really going over her head. All right, so now when I close out of this, or I can go ahead and save first. If you're afraid you're going to miss and hit no here, then definitely do the safe thing and save first. Control S or file save. Once we save that smart object, it updates into our image. And now we have a few options here. You can do a flat color. With your flat color, you can make as many color combinations as you want. But you know me, I'm all about those gradients. So I'm going to take this gradient, this teal, and then I'm going to duplicate it. Turn off the duplicate layer. And then I'm just going to go grab this pink from her hat here. And now I have a new coordinating design. And let's say, of course, I'll take off my Meowie. I have all I want for Christmas is shmoney. And then the Christmas, I can change the colors of that too. So let's go to the color overlay. I'm going to choose a new color overlay. I'll turn off my other one. And then I'll go pick that pink again. And then I automatically have a coordinating design. And of course I can tweak these colors more. I can be very exact. I can use a hex code here. So like, let's say you're doing something for someone who is a football fan and you want to use the hex code color for that team, then go to, I think it's teamcolorcodes.com or .net. You can get the hex number for that and make sure that it matches precisely. All right, so that's just the sweater. And like I said, there's some things you can do. You can, there is, oh, I actually want to take that drop shadow off. You can change the colors. You can do a gradient. about the gradient. But what's most important is whenever you get this knit pattern, however you like it, I want you to copy this, and we're going to do the reverse for the socks. So the socks is going to be fully colored with the white print instead of a white background with a color print. So we're going to make it to where the sweater like really coordinates, like Pop says, you got to coordinate. Okay. Speaking of which, I have a design for him that says that exactly. So let's go ahead, and of course, as you can see, instead of the cat now we have Cardi as the focal point of the socks. So it updated that smart object, and that's why it's really important to use smart objects. All right, so let's go ahead and change out the color now. All I have to do is hit paste layer style here, and it pasted that same gradient that I did for the background knit print, and now it made that the background behind the white knit. So basically we get like this coordinating but flipped feature. And let's see, that is all you will have to do. You won't have to do anything for the socks. As a matter of fact, this is a 13 by 19 page. All you would have to do is file, print, which I don't recommend that you ever print from your Photoshop files. I recommend you save it as a JPEG and then print it, because it's just much less data to send over either your wireless connection or your USB connection to your printer. And it just makes your printer work faster if you don't send huge files, okay? So, awesome, Sharon. Sharon says she's ready for class. She ordered some socks during the sale. And just for this purpose, because I'm really trying to pump socks for Christmas, I know how well they could do for Christmas personally. And just holiday in general, you don't have to market them as Christmas socks. I sold them all throughout February last year. So as long as you kind of keep with the theme, but you don't have to make them specific to just Christmas. I mean, it's winter, so people wear sweaters all over the winter. They're definitely wearing socks all through winter. So you can kind of make this a gift that people can continue to give during the winter time. And then eventually you take the same concept and you apply it to Valentine's Day that comes up in February. Apply it to Mother's Day in May and Father's Day in June, and pretty much year round you're able to sell socks. Okay, so let's see. I was just going to show you how we actually have, this is from course number 105. I'm going to show y'all this one. Let me pull it up. So once you save this, if I can find, let me find 105. So 105 was the first class that unlocks in the academy. And we actually did a whole course on this pattern deal. So I suggest highly, if you have not done that course yet, please do that course. It's going to not only like finally take all the mystery out of how people create these pattern prints. And once you do it, it seems very confusing at first. But once you actually complete it, you're going to be so amazed at yourself and so excited that you can now create your own patterns almost effortlessly or with very little effort. Okay. So I'm not going to go over how to do that, but I'm just showing you that you can use that. You get a free mock-up template with this. So I'm going to show you how you can use this same mock-up template to do a mock-up for your Christmas socks. So let's go ahead and pull in let's go to my course 116, and I'm going to literally pull in the image. Let's go ahead and do it for this one. This is new. So the socks are here. We'll do file. And what I like to do, I take the background off and save them as PNGs if I don't want the background there. So I will export or just do a save as. You can always do a save as. Save as a PNG. And then let's put this one as Cardi Rose. Say OK. And then I'm going to turn off the image for the socks, turn on the image for the sweater, and file, save as. Let's do PNG. Cardi Rose as well. So now we have the coordinated pieces, and this is how instantly you can get people to really upsell them on a product that they may not have even been thinking about. And once, like, because everybody knows everybody does t-shirts, but when you start offering products that not necessarily everyone advertises, everybody does t-shirt sublimation can also do socks, but it's just a matter of whether they're advertising that or not. So once you put that into advertisement, that's a whole new revenue stream for you, even if it's just online sales. Right, so let's go. We just did that, just completed that. And of course, in class, we're going to go over more details, how we rotate the hat, make it look like it fits. We're going to go, like, the main technique is definitely going to be cutting out and how to make it look good when you do your cutouts. Okay, because Remove BG is not going to do that for you. So that is honestly what we will spend a lot of class on, is making sure that we all understand how to do the cutouts with the pen tool. Now this one, I don't think I have to do the cutout with the pen tool, because I believe, if I go to my magic wand here, let me hit select subject and see what Photoshop selects. Oh, it did a great job selecting my image here, just like Remove BG does. And then I'm going to go ahead and do selected mask. I'm going to smooth this out. I'm just showing you my personal process for whenever I'm creating a mock-up. Shift that edge in just a little bit. I see a little of that white coming through down there. So I'm smoothing out my edge here, just because the image may not be high resolution, which normally is not for a thumbnail, and the way Photoshop cut it out naturally was a little janky on those edges. So I'm just doing what I can to kind of clean that up. All right, I think that's good enough there. And then what I'm going to do is use my layer mask tool here, clean that up for me pretty decent. If I still feel like it's like a little fuzzy edge around there, what I will do is an inner glow. And then the inner glow, I will actually do like a black and choose normal at first, just to see what it looks like if I'm to kind of cover up those edges. Because what it is a little bit of white out there. And then I'll bring down the opacity just to kind of make it look a little more like it's popping off the page. That's it, that's it. Now I'm gonna drag this down to where my shirts are. And because the emphasis of this one is to do the sweatshirts, I'm going to turn off, pull it below my shirts. I'm going to turn off my t-shirts here. Resize my sweatshirt. And then what I want to show is that basically each shirt kind of has a sock that goes with it. And since I have a few examples, I'm going to show you the examples, but I'm also going to show you how I mock this up. So 1, 2, sometimes it gets a little busy, and I'm guilty of being a little busy sometimes, because I try to show in one glance what all a customer can get, because sometimes you don't get a second chance to advertise to a customer. So I do my best to go ahead and make the most out of it. So I know that I'm going to have 3 pair of socks as well. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring in my socks. Let's scroll all the way to the top here. 1, 2, and 3. Just drag and drop those in. Now I already applied these designs, so And believe it or not, the pet lovers are like your prime audience. So although people might like their images on there, people that rep for their pets are definitely a good audience to go after. So I don't know what I'm doing quite yet as far as placement, but I'm just placing. And then of course you have your sports fans. So what I'm gonna do is take all three of these socks, make them a little bit smaller. I'm holding down control so I can select multiple layers at once, so I can resize them all at the same time. And then I'm kind of scaling them a bit too to be uh, more representative of what it would look like next to the sweater. So the socks still get their attention, but it looks believable as far as the scale. And then this is for you all, so I do have these the text here that explains what we're doing in the session. I'm gonna have to bring these to the front and find a way to kind of display them without getting all in front of the image there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and bring over our images. And we have 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, I saved these as PNGs, so quite naturally they don't have a background. But if I just happen to save them as JPEGs, then the problem will be solved when I go to multiply, because it would multiply that white background, would just melt right into the background of the shirt. So I'm resizing these all together because my sweatshirts are the same size. I want my images to look the same size. And I'm going to advertise these as jumbo prints. So I am literally going to make this look like it goes almost, it doesn't go quite sleeve to sleeve. If you do something that's 18 inches wide, it is substantial, but it does not go sleeve to sleeve, just to let you know. So now I'm going to go ahead and move the coordinating designs where the socks are. And then maybe I'll do this one here. I'm telling you, the pet world is definitely a marketable world, so I'm going to put my pet image up front. All right, now this image needs to be behind this one. And I already changed the blend mode to multiply, so even if it's going over the shadows and that sort of thing, it should help it look like it's not sitting on top of the image, but more or less it's blending with it. Now if I wanted to, I could actually kind of curve these a little bit too, so it looks like it's curving with the shirt, but we are not going to do that today. That's how I have it do for my my all over designs. I make it look like it's curved with the shirt. Let's see, this one does go on top. May end up resizing these just a little bit. Let's see what else. This one needs to go. All right, so now I understand that the socks have to move down a little bit, so I see my design. These socks are gonna go here now. The red socks will go here. And then I'm gonna take all three of my shirt designs right now, Control T, and just size them down just a little bit. Now, I know that for Christmas, everybody wants the colored sweatshirts. Of course, we're focusing on sublimation so we can do these photographic designs. We are working on the process where you can do these type of designs on color shirts, but that is in the works. So until then, we push white products, white shirts, white socks, and then we make them look so good that people want white shirts. That's definitely one of the downfalls to doing sublimation over Christmas, but when you have a good enough product, it sells without question. Okay, so maybe my Maui is a little big. It's getting cut off. Let me scale these down just a little bit more. Now, keep in mind, these designs are already 13 by 19. So you're going to be able to do a lot just with them being 13 by 19. But I am also expressing to you that you can make these tileable by doing 2 tiles. And then these things look huge. And then I'm intentionally kind of hiding some of this, some of the art, because I want it to look like one thing is in front of the other. I'll take the 2 sweaters in the back, make sure that they are aligned by the top there. Then I'll pull them down together. Same thing with the art here. I'll make sure that they are aligned by the top, and then I'll pull them down together. Create a little symmetry there. All right, so that's pretty much it. And this is for you all. I'm just giving you all an idea of what you can create in this class. So another thing I might do is add a little drop shadow to the socks. I'm going to take each sock, 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me add the drop shadow to one first. And I'm going to bring the opacity down, the size up a little bit. And then I'll just copy that layer style, paste it to the socks. Use a little 3D effect. All right, so I need to change the name of this course. We're gonna do, they call them ugly Christmas sweaters. But obviously they are ugly because they're pretty cute, and they're not sweaters because they're sweatshirts. But if you market it as an ugly Christmas sweater, then you'll probably get some hits on that. And then we'll do and matching socks. Okay, so this is what the course is for tomorrow. I'm not even going to ask y'all to forgive me for doing classes late, because whatever I come up with, my goal is to come up with things that are relevant for you, especially for sales. So sometimes if I switch it up and do something different, it's because at this given time, this is what I believe will benefit you most and be able to get you like immediately after the class making money. Okay. So I'm just shifting a little bit so I see a little more of that design. Let's see, y'all have any questions or anything? Right. So you can do 19 by 26. And the reason why I say like 18 by 25 is because I kind of let you know you're going to lose a little bit on the margins and the overlap there. But yeah, if you take this very design, as a matter of fact, let me show you right now. Let me go ahead and save my mock-up. So that's for class. Let me show you if you were to open. Let's take this one right now. Sorry, Nat just flew into my. All right, so this is the 13 by 19. You don't have to tile it or anything, do anything special. All you have to do when you go to file print, it does require a little bit of math, but this is simple because this is 2-sheet math. If you tell it that you're printing to your, let's say the 7710 here, and your print settings should automatically be set up to print this 13 by 19. I have my 13 by 19 true innate sublimation settings, and I show you how to do all that in a video. If you look up how to calibrate, so you're calibrating your printer, your monitor, and also your Photoshop settings. You look up that video, it tells you exactly how to get this preset, all right, and how to make it so that your printer always uses that preset. But anyhow, so it knows that it's using 13 by 19, so I'm just gonna let it say okay here. But in actuality, I want to make my image bigger. Now you can tell it that you want to make your image to be 19 inches wide. This is without changing anything on the file, okay? This is basically just showing you how you can do this in a very, very intuitive way. I tell it 18 because I'm gonna be a little on the safer side of having a 1/2 inch margin on each end of my paper, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell it that I wanna print this layout wide. Of course, y'all know we choose Photoshop manages the colors, and I use Epson Inkjet Printer 07 as the printer profile. All I'm going to do is move this down. Okay. Now, when I go and I check the position and size right now, it's still 18 inches wide, and it's going to tell me my top and my left. So if I tell the top to be 0 and the left to be 0, intuitively I should know I have about 1 inch over here, right? But I told it that I want it to be about 18 inches wide instead. Because I have this inch over here, now I can tell it the top can still be 0 because technically, well, let's do -0.5. Okay, just to keep it consistent, because I don't want to like spoil the whole math thing. It's supposed to be simple math. So I'm going to tell it I want a 1/2 inch on each side. So I'll do -0.5, or this one, I'm sorry, to the left will be 0.5 because that's going to be positive. My top is going to be negative. And then this is going to be my first tile that I print. Bam, just print just like this, okay? And then when I go back to print, so if I hit done here, I'm pretending like I printed it, and you notice you have some space at the top and bottom here. I'm going to go to print again. It should have, when you hit done, it should have saved those settings. And now I could literally just push this up and see the end of my image, or I can use math. So if I go back to how I had it before, which was -0.5 for my top and 5 for my left, or not 5, I'm sorry, 0.5 for my left. Now if I want to drag it up, I just have to consider the math of how much I need to bring this up. Now this is 13, and 13 usually is going to give you what, 26, but you don't have a full 26 to work with. So let me show you if you were to get the whole thing on here. I'm going to tell you to do -14 from the top, and then do 0.5 from the left. Okay, so then that way your left to right is gonna be exact with the paper, and then you should have a little bit of overlap here, okay? Because with this, I am getting, I'm trying to look at a cue point here. It's kind of hard to cue a point from the tongue, but if by math, if you just consider 26.3 is the total height. So if I were to do 26, let me do on my calculator, 26.3 divided by 2, as long as you have the top 13 inches on here, you're going to be just fine. You're going to have overlap. Now the problem is sometimes you can have too much overlap, but this is going to be perfectly fine. So this top, instead of negative 0.5, I'm really trying to use a Q here. Let me do this. Instead of using her tongue, I'm going to put something on here so you can see. I'm actually going to put a box on here. So if I click here and I tell it that I want a box to be 19 inches wide, and I have to put in inches, otherwise it'll do pixels and it'll look funky, and then 13 inches high. So I'm just creating a box now. And of course the box isn't to scale, it's proportional. So now I'm going to just pull it down proportionately. And then that way I can give you the principle of how this works. Now the reason why I told you to do it 18 is because these two rectangles kind of give you a little bit of space there at the top. And as a matter of fact, it's going to give you even more playroom. So now when I take off, I'm going to do opacity. As a matter of fact, I'll just take the fill off so you can just see the outline. And let's increase the stroke. And this is just working intuitively. Like, for real, this is not what I intended to do today. But every time we get together, y'all tell me something that y'all want to learn, and I try to help you all learn that. I'm going to copy the shape attributes and paste them so it does the same thing. And then you'll see why a 13 by 19 does not exactly go into the space of the 13 or 19 by 26, and why you don't want to create it as a 19 by 26. All right, so now let's go to print, and I can show you, it's going to show those lines up there for you. So because I have it reduced down to 18 right now, I'm going to say, let's take our measurement, and instead of negative 0.5, let's do -1 for the top, and then 5.5 for the left, and that'll give you, it gives you your overlap there with simple numbers to remember. So -1 and then 0.5, and then let's check it from the bottom up. We want to do -13. Instead of -14, we're going to do -13.5. So see how I still get that overlap down there, and then do 0.5. So those will be your measurements. So somebody write that down, take a picture, whatever you need to do. If you want to just do like a quick kind of tile. So the numbers were, for the top piece, it was -1 and then +0.5. So -1 for the top and 0.5 for the left. And then for the bottom sheet, if you were tiling this to be two big tiles, you're going to do -13.5 for the top and then 0.5 for the left. Okay? No other tiling things needed. And that's it, just intuitive when you need to print. Now, say for instance, you need to print something a little bit smaller, then you have that option to kind of adjust these numbers here. And I didn't have to change my graphic. So my graphic is still a 13 by 19 graphic. Okay, I didn't have to save it just to be a jumbo size print. All right. And Simply Beautiful says she did it the way the PDF was done with the Adobe PDF. And if you have the Adobe Suite, or I think there's another alternative one that does the PDF slices, you can do that too. I'm just showing you like multiple there. When somebody tells you a problem, the answer is never just one thing. We have so many different ways we can solve these problems, just depending on how much time you have and how much energy you want to put into it. Okay. Oh, Philo, is it Veronica? Let me know if I'm saying the wrong name because I try to remember y'all screen names and real names too. But I'm sorry you can't make the class, but I'm so excited that you want to watch this video and participate. Let's see. Awesome. Chrissy Pooh says, love it. So this is just something, I don't do this often, of course, being that we do large format prints, but I do like to tell you all how you can achieve the same or similar results. It may take a little extra work, but it's getting you into problem solving mode. Once you're in problem solving mode, there's nothing nobody can tell you can't do. Okay. So let's see here. We talked about class. Oh, I do want to, let me show you all. I have not uploaded the class yet. As a matter of fact, that's why I was creating this little thing here. Let me close out of this. Don't save. Looks a little busy, but y'all get what we're doing. And I really want you all to play with not just the pen tool and cutting out images, because that's going to be very important, but also understanding how we change colors of things. So why did I change the hat to grayscale so that we can recolor it? And what are the blending modes that I'm using to recolor an object? That sort of thing. So as you're learning this stuff, it may seem like I'm giving you a lot of shortcuts, but what I'm doing is I'm giving you something that you can immediately work with. But at the same time, I'm teaching you some of the basic concepts that you don't even realize that you're learning, but you're able to apply them in the future. So you're not getting totally overwhelmed doing a 3-hour class just to change the color of an apple from red to green. No, you're actually in class doing a project that you need to get done or you want to see done. And that's what makes it different as far as learning. When you're learning with a purpose, it sticks a little bit different than when you're learning, and going through just the motions, like you're going through a textbook. We're not learning a textbook way. We're learning practical, hands-on. I can sell this tonight when I get off of this 10 o'clock class tonight if I wanted to. And that's how I like for you all to be confident, hit the ground running, and ready to sell with whatever knowledge that you acquire during that session. Okay. That's how we like to do things. So if it's ever something that you really want to learn how to do to make money, then that's automatically a motivation that you have to learn. And if you let me know what those things are, I'm usually listening to those as ideas for courses. The reason why we stopped mid-series for our elements is because you all said, hey, I really want to learn how to do this. I really like that you said that you had results in the past for Christmas season. I'm ready to kick up those holiday sales. And here we are. All right, so let's see. Let me go ahead and save this. I'm talking all this. Save as JPEG. Oh, that's not. I'm tripping. Export, save for web. I usually save it the small JPEG size. And I'm going to put this in my 116 folder. And then that way, if you all have any other questions while I'm going over the academy, for those who have questions, then I'll check this chat in just a moment. Oh, thanks, V. V says, I love your teacher style. What's up, Tanya? Oh, Tanya, if you are, and these are great questions. Tanya asked, how much is the class? So every live class, a la carte, and I'm not going to log in because I'm going to show you what it looks like where you're not logged in. So a la carte, if you go to a live course, it's going to be $60 if it's one of our, regular live courses. Every now and then I'll do, like this one, we did a workshop where we actually pressed the shirts and tiled them and everything in class. That's a different type of workshop. That one's 100. But every class that we do standard is going to be $60. And then if you are a part of the academy, for the VIP membership. Now, for the $30 a month membership, all of these courses that I'm doing as part of the regular curriculum, you will eventually unlock them, okay? So it's supposed to be JJ, not TJ. Okay. Well, I wonder if I'm actually gonna change. I'll change it. I'll change it for my sports fans. Y'all know. So I will change it. It's supposed to be TJ Watt. Okay. I got you, Ken. All right, so sorry, I took a look at the comments, and Ken told me he exposed my lack of sports understandings. But that's good because I need that because I need y'all to keep me on check with that. All right, so yeah, we'll change that. As a matter of fact, before I do that, let me show you how we change it. I guess I could go back to the template and show you how easy it would be to change that. So let's go. JJ, take off the shmoney, and it should be TJ. All right, so let's put a T there. And then I'm going to straighten this up a little bit because I had it at an angle for a reason. Here we go. All right, so is that correct? It is Watt without an S on the end, right? Because I at least, try to remember that part. Because I had Watts at first, and then I was like, oh, is it Watt or Watts? All right, so let's see. Now we're gonna, of course, change the image out. I guess this gives me a chance to show you all the other one too. So for this one, we did a full image. It's not a face cutout, although I think it would be cool to have a little face cutout, but this was just a very low resolution. And I wanted to show you, you don't have to do just the face. You can do a whole image, but I did make a yellow Santa hat just so it would kind of match his jersey. And then once we hit save, it's going to update the smart object. All right, and there he is in all his glory. And of course, I have a gradient already made. Let's go to that one. It's got the yellow. And that, when I'm designing, I don't like to see the checkerboard, so I will put a white background on. And then for the Christmas, I can double click on the FX. Just showing you how quick this situation could be for you. So I'm glad I made a mistake. Actually, it wasn't a mistake. I did that on purpose just to demonstrate for you. There we go. So there's the yellow already on there. There's a color overlay. And then I can go ahead and export this or save as a PNG. P to the N to the G. Let's get it. And I'll replace this one. Yes. Okay. And then the good thing is I can go to this image, and instead of like deleting it and replacing it, I can right click, and I'm going to go to replace the contents, and now his name is TJ instead of JJ. Look at that. All right, so see, you don't even see my correction there where I took the S off his name, so I don't even get credit for that. Okay, all right, so for the VIP, and I can't remember, Vicky, if you were in class, this is how the VIP membership works. And I'm so glad we're back to this now. All right, so let me go ahead and export, save for web. I'm going to make sure I save over this one. Yes, replace it. Helena, awesome. I can't wait to see you tomorrow too. Well, yeah, this is tomorrow. I was like, is it tonight? I'll be waiting to the last minute. Sometimes my days just run together. Let's go back here. Okay, so there's a $30 a month membership where all of these courses that are the natural progression of the course will unlock for you every 7 days. A new course will unlock for you depending on when you entered the academy. Okay, so for the $60 a month member, you get that, plus you get to attend the live courses. We have 4 courses every month, and usually they are Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If somebody wants to be a um, a $60 VIP member, then that's the real value, because you get a chance to take the live courses. Now, if you don't catch the live courses and you don't participate in the live courses, you still want to unlock the courses. But if you're not able to attend the live classes, then you are best off as a $30 a month member. The $60 a month member will get a chance to unlock the class. Well, not unlock it. You get to attend the class. Therefore, you don't have to wait for it to unlock for you. It will eventually unlock down the road, just like it would normally. But you get a chance to get that data, that information, those files, that intense kind of hands-on right in real time. Okay. So the $30 a month one, and let me show you if I was a new member going into this. The $30 a month plan is going to, as a matter of fact, I can show you. I'm going to log in. Or I think I'm not a $30 a month member anymore. We'll see. Let's see. If I go to my products, if you are a $30 or a $60 a month member, you will see this class. Okay. You will see the 4 classes per month. And what will happen is, you have these courses that will unlock based on how long you've been in the academy. So, for instance, we're up to 150. Well, we're on 115 now. So if you're up to 115, that means you've been a part of the academy from the beginning. Some of you may have just started last week, and you would see 101 to 104 immediately, like the second that you pay for your membership. You get 4 courses plus 4 templates, and you're going to hit the ground running. So, for instance, you'll get this one that has the brushes, and you don't have to buy the brushes. They come with the class. So whatever you need for class, it comes with the template. It comes with whatever fonts, if it's this font that I charge for. The only thing it doesn't come with is free fonts, because I don't own those fonts. So I just tell you where to download them. I don't give them to you, okay? So you get the Photoshop file, and then you also have a video that goes with each of those segments. So you'll get 101 to 104 immediately. And if you don't already have these templates and you were thinking about buying them, if you join the $30 membership, you get, think of it like this, you get 4 templates automatically within the first second that you join. Okay, so that's 4 templates right there. By the end of month 1, so even if you just join for 30 days and cut it off, I've had people do that, and I know why. Because they get 4 templates when they first start, and then for the next 4 weeks, they also unlock 4 more templates. So you get 8 templates for $30. And it's not just the templates, you also get the videos that go with them. So these videos are us walking through. It's not like my YouTube video where I'm just talking and I show you. We are not only demonstrating, the class is performing the work. So whatever hangups people get on, or wherever people get stuck, you get to see that, because that's most likely, as a beginner or intermediate, where you're getting stuck too. So these classes are 3 hours long. Granted, I can show you the same video. Usually takes me an hour to record by myself, if I'm just showing you the ropes of a template. And we have this template video for this particular one for free. But when people take the class, it just does a lot more for them as far as the in-depth kind of answers that I give, because then I get the questions in real time. You all might be watching me do Photoshop, but you don't know the questions to ask unless you're stuck in the rut, and I can help you pull you out the mud. So that's pretty much what these courses are for. Some of them you'll notice that they are templates that I offer. Some of them are exclusive just to the academy. Some of them will be exclusive for a certain amount of time. Like this one has been exclusive to the academy for 2 months, so I may unlock it on the regular website now. However, they won't get the class. They won't get the class video. They'll only have the template. So you get all of that for the first month for $30, and then every month after that, or every week after that, you're unlocking a new course. So after your first month, you're still unlocking 4 more courses. Next month, you're unlocking 4 more courses. So as long as you stay on the path, you'll unlock everything that I'm doing in 7-day increments. Okay. So this was the last one that we did. we did the element series, and this one we did storm and wind. So we had a little tornado, a little lightning, some pieces there. And this template is not available on the website yet. So there's definitely an advantage to being a part of the academy, because sometimes you'll get things that I haven't released on the website yet. I still haven't released this one on the website. This one was a part of the element series. We did water. Okay, so we did like that wet look and that splash there. See, I got it right at one point in time. I understood it was TJ Watt. All right, so just letting you know that the academy is almost my primary focus right now, because these are the folks that are not only invested in templates, but invested in really, really learning Photoshop. So yes, I'm still creating templates, but I'm focusing a little more energy on the academy right now, because I want to say that, I have graduated some people into Photoshop, and that they're actively performing Photoshop work where they may have never touched Photoshop before. All right, so let's see. So that's the 30. Now the only difference in the 30 and the 60 is the VIP members get to join me live. So if I go back to, let me log out for a second. Well, I guess I can go here. So I don't have any new coupon codes here. If I go to this $60 credit, so what I do, and it's only for a limited time. This is for the live students. So for the $60 VIP members, you will see 24 hours before, and then 20, 24 hours before the course starts. And once the course starts, the coupon is no good. So it's only for those people who are actually going to join live. And I don't want people to use the code just to get the content. So because I really need to know who's going to be live for this. And really the incentive is for people to be live. You'll unlock it eventually in the future. But as far as the $60 a month member, this is my opportunity to see who wants to learn from me in person. Okay, so for that VIP membership price that you're paying, it used to be that you could only take one live class every month, but now I've made it to where you can take all 4 classes for that same extra $30. You can take all 4 of the classes if you happen to be available during those times. Now, that's a lot. And I'm doing that as a limited time right now, just to kind of put more, Photoshop folks out there in the world. But eventually I know I won't be able to keep up with that, because it'll be too many people in the classes. But for right now, everyone that joins is able to attend all 4 courses that we have every month. Okay. And if you've never used Photoshop before, absolutely, Charmaine, this will help you. As long as you're just willing and ready to put your mind into it. Don't have that fear that you can't do it. And I've had people who have never, ever, ever touched Photoshop come to the courses, and by the end of that course have just as good as a design and a finished product as someone who may have been taking 4 or 5 courses, or may be an intermediate user. So we make sure that by the end of the course that you have a final product. I don't leave you hanging. Okay. And you can ask the folks in the in the academy. I've stayed after class 30 minutes, an hour. One time I stayed 3 hours after class. Don't ask me why we did it, but I was up to 2 in the morning one time, making sure everybody got through, because it was a huge class. And that's why I decided to make it more intimate, smaller classes, so that we can get through what we need to within 3 hours. And then you have me for a little while after that if you have questions, or if you need to do. Sometimes people stay after just to do something extra, something that we didn't do in class, but you just really want to learn. If I have time, I'll put you on to something new at the end of the session. Okay, so these codes are, like I said, for the credits, are good for those who are attending the lives. Okay, so if you don't, I think somebody was saying they didn't see it. Vicky, you said you don't have any more classes unlocking for you. Let me know what's the last class number that you see unlocked. And let me know what that number is. And I can see if you were one of the first cohorts, like you came in before really anyone else, then you may have maxed out, like you may be waiting to unlock them as they unlock. So just let me know. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and log out so you all can see what it looks like from the outside. I need to organize these in order of how we learned them. But you can always purchase. Oh, and here's another thing for those of you who like you can't do the live courses and it doesn't work with your timing. If you do the live courses, you always get the replay for free. But if you ever just want to purchase a course a la carte, they used to be $50 to view the class after the live session, but I took them down to $30. Like really and truly, I understand what a lot of this is doing, this pandemic, as well as the holidays coming up. So I really and truly try to make it so that these are not only affordable, but impactful for your business. So I took all the courses from $60 and made them $30, just so that if you wanted to do just a single course and see how it went without having any obligation for having a membership, then you have that option now. You can choose which one you go with. And any course that starts with a 100, you can do as a beginner. Thanks, Kevin. All right, so a lot of times I see people subscribing to, and I know because I know some of y'all's names. I know y'all are Photoshop geniuses already, but some people will join the academy just so that they're unlocking some of these templates every month, so that it basically cuts down on the cost of the templates. Okay, because nowhere else are you going to get, what is it? Normally we do 4 templates in a month, so that's going to be normally 20 times 4. You're getting that for $30, so you're saving $50 just by, and of course they're templates that I decide that are important. But most of the time, the reason why I decide they're important is because they're things you're telling me you want to learn. So instead of paying $80 a month for 4 templates, if you purchase an average of 4 templates a month, now you're paying $30. On top of that, you're getting the videos that go with them if you need them. Some people don't need the videos. Some people are so in tune with how I do templates and how I provide artwork that they're able to just dig in there and change it up, switch it up, and you're good. You don't even have to watch a video of me at all. The polyester sweatshirt, Sharon, that's a great question. There are a couple of things that I've done to do that. Sport Tech has the hoodie that I use, and that's from Sanmar. There is Vapor that I get either from Condi. Usually I get my Vapor sweatshirts from Condi. Now, they do feel like cotton. They don't feel like the slick, kind of silkier ones. So those are my favorite ones to use. It just right now it gets kind of crazy when it comes to suppliers right now. So I can't tell you who has them in stock, but I know Condi is my go-to for the sweatshirts. Charmaine, the difference between the 30 and the $30 standard and the 60 VIP, the major difference, the only difference is that the $60 VIP folks get to join the classes. They get a coupon code to join the classes for free. Okay, so every Sunday, I'm not going to say every Sunday, but most Sundays at 7 p.m., we have a live class. And that live class, for instance, if you just joined us, the live class for tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be us learning how to do the Christmas sweaters with the matching socks. Okay, so yes, the vapors are nice. Yeah, Condi's good. The only thing I don't like about Condi is that they don't give you that free shipping option, and that shipping can get a little expensive. But I mean, it's actual shipping. It's not like they overcharge you, but it's one of those ones where when you quote somebody for a product, you need to make sure that you also add a little bit of shipping on there because you're not gonna get free shipping with Condi. Let's see. Vicky, if you have all of them unlocked, you should see 115s because 115 is a part of the unlocked sessions now. Matter of fact, when I just logged in, that's the one that I just showed. 115 would be the one with the elements, the win. Toddler shirts are hard to get right now, Vicky. Those, I would say, check Condi because Condi is usually that supplier that has them when everyone else doesn't. But they're going to be vapor shirts, and they are a little thick. But if you're looking for a size shirt, that's I think all that exists right now. The other suppliers that I used to use for toddler shirts, I don't believe they even have them right now, and they are manufacturers. Sublevy, the manufacturer for Sublevy is LAT Apparel, and I go to the direct to the wholesaler for that, the main distributor, and they haven't been having them lately. Yeah, so these are good questions too. I know I give y'all a chance when we do lives to ask me random questions because I rarely am available otherwise. So I appreciate any questions you all ask right now that I can help with. Vicky, when you click on it, so here's how it looks. There's no way, and I don't control, I don't know if you all know this, but I don't control anything when it comes to charging because this is a subscription service and it automatically charges you. It doesn't allow us to go in there and charge anybody or, do anything other than unlock something for you. So let me see. If I go to my dashboard and my products, and I go to my 4 courses, because I've been a member for I think this is 70 day 70. So day 77, course number 115 will unlock. Now, if you see 115 just sitting here and it's not unlocked, that means it's going to unlock. It's just a matter of when you join. Oh yeah, Chrissy Poo, that's a good idea too. Cricket, I forgot all about Cricket shirts. So yeah, they have toddler shirts and they have infant shirts as well, I believe. Let's see. Stephanie, no. If you joined in July and it's been having recurring payments, then it's still going to say 1 through 4. So I don't want you to be confused. When you see 4 courses, it's going to show the 4 courses here. But when you go to this lesson, you'll see that it will unlock past the fourth course, depending on how long you've been an active member. So Stephanie, if you show me this screenshot where you're inside of your courses here and you scroll down and show me the last one that you're at, I can take a look at that. Because if you joined in July, you should have up to I think July would be up to 115 unlocked right now. So Vicky, no, it shouldn't. It's going to tell everybody they can pay for the a la carte course, but you should not have to pay for the a la carte course if you were a member long enough to unlock the 115. And let me see. You said that you upgraded, so basically, I would have to see when it was that you upgraded versus when the original membership was, and then I can make the difference as far as unlocking it. The only problem is when you upgrade like that, I have to manually unlock classes for you. Um, if if it doesn't automatically keep your old classes. So let me know what those dates are. Cool. Okay, Stephanie. Yeah, y'all screenshot for me because that's the only way that I can kind of see because I can't log into your account. Of course, unless I have your login and password, and I wouldn't ask you to give me your password. But if you want to change your password to something simple like test123, just enough for me to log in um, and see what you see from your end, and then once I fix everything, you can change the password back. I don't mind doing that to make sure that you have access to what you need, okay? Okay. So we'll get that straightened out for you, Vicky. So you definitely, depending on when you started membership, I think you were one of the first classes, the first cohort. So you should be unlocking that one by now. So I will definitely check that out for you. So do me a favor and send me a message on the Podia. So I think there's a way you can send a message here. Let me go back. I don't even know how to send a message here. Hold on. Dashboard. Y'all figure things out faster than I do when it comes to all this technology. Let's see. Notifications. How do y'all end up sending me a message? Because I get them all the time. Okay, well, I don't know how. I was going to tell you how to send me a message, but. Oh, okay, here it is. Duh. It was a little message thing down there. And I'm going to send test. And then let's do check Vicky. And Vicky, what's your last name? It's okay, Vicky. We'll go. This if this is time you get me live, we'll go ahead and get you straight. And if it's something that I don't want to do, like right in front of everybody, then I'll send a reminder and we'll check on it later. But yeah, just go on your Podia. Oh, okay, that is your last name. Okay, all right, I got you, love. Ampiaw. So don't post it here, but I'm gonna see what I can, cause I can only see what you have currently accessed. I can't see like when you joined, which ones you were supposed to unlock. So I'm gonna do my best to manually do it if I can push it through. All right. Okay, does anybody else have any questions? I'm gonna go ahead and post this new class and look up, get Vicky and Stephanie on point for their registration and make sure that works well for them. Anyone else have any questions about whether it be Academy or something y'all want to see next? Like I said, this is what we're working on for tomorrow. So I know it's holiday season. There may be some things, some templates you want to see. some work that you really want to accomplish for the holiday season and you don't know where to start, let me know because I may incorporate that in the next session. And then I also have some templates and things coming out that are not just for the academy. That's for everyone. That'll go on the main Innate Lab website. And then what I'm going to do for those of you who are here now too, um, Prince. Okay, yeah, questions about Prince? Cool. Thank you, Vicky. I'm so glad that you feel that way about class. She says that y'all should get in class. You won't be sad that you did. Okay. Question about Prince. I don't know if that one passed me or not, but Chrissy Poo, let's see. Let me see if I can find your comment about Prince. Prince. Oh, yes, there is an option to do local pickup in Tallahassee. Um, we'll have another couple of locations as well. Um, but Tallahassee is the only place right now where we're doing local print pickup. And that's for anything for ink, socks, all of those things. If you order online and do a local pickup option, then usually we have that picked and delivered because we're not at the shop, but we'll have it picked and delivered to the shop. Usually, depending on what time of day, by the end of that day. Awesome, Charmaine. Now, if you're signing up today, if you happen to be doing the $60 course or the $60 VIP membership, then even if you don't feel like you're ready to work tomorrow, which I don't suggest that you not feel like you're ready because I know you're ready, come on and join us for class tomorrow. Because I think you'll get a good understanding of what we do. You'll be able to come out with something that you're ready to print, ready to make some money on, and I think that will really boost your confidence in Photoshop. I promise I have not had a person yet that has come to a session, especially since we had the smaller sessions, and has not been able to produce something by the end of that session. So I'm excited, Charmaine. Let's get it. Okay. So, any other questions? Okay, all right, Charmaine. So hopefully you're available tomorrow, and we can see you. I'm excited. Now you will have homework. So Charmaine, this is your first class. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Once you log in, let me go ahead and log out. All right. So once you log in, or even if you're not logged in, oh, I don't have the course up yet. That's what it is. So let me see. 115 is the closest course to what we just did. So I'm going to show you what the homework looks like. So you will see that there'll be a PDF document telling you what the homework is. It's not tough homework at all. It's just letting you know what you need to have accomplished before you come into class. And I usually ask you to have this done at least a couple of hours before class so you're not like scrambling trying to get this done right before we log in. All right, so I will say it talks about the dual screens. You don't have to have dual screens anymore since we have smaller classes now. I do allow you to use Zoom on two devices. So you want Zoom to be on the computer where you have Photoshop. You also want Zoom to be if you're going to use two devices. If you're using dual screens, you only need Zoom one time. You put it on your screen number 2, and then you have Photoshop on your screen number 1. If you don't have dual screens, then you can use Zoom like on an iPad or another computer or on your TV or smart TV, whatever you're watching me on. And then you want to have Zoom enabled on your computer, because the good thing about it is if you run into any trouble or you just want to show off, let's say you're just doing a great design and you want to show me, then you can share your screen and I can not only look at your screen, I can actually take over your mouse if I need to get you out of something, okay? All right, so let's see. So that's the screen. Make sure the Zoom works for you. Um, just the simplest things like just creating a desktop folder and naming it Innate Academy 115. You may think these things are like really elementary, but it helps so much when everybody can just go to their desktop and I'll say, well, where's your photo for today? And I'll tell you, go to your Innate Academy 115 folder. It's right there on your desktop. Bam, you open it up. There's your photos, everything that you need for today. So we're not searching for it in your downloads folder or the folder that has a million different pictures in it that you worked in over time. And I know because that's how my system is. So I just ask for the night. You put it on the desktop. When we're done with the class for that night, move it to wherever you want, but just put it on the desktop for the night, okay? And then you must download your class files before class and put them in that folder. So if you do those things, there are 2 free fonts that you want to download before class. You're going to choose your subject photo. So you don't have to use the photos that I use. You don't have to use the Cardi or the cat photo. You want to bring in your own image so that this feels very close to you and you have a project that literally you can hit print by the end of class, put it on the shirt that night, and post it on your social media for sale, and I guarantee you that everything that we do in class is something that you can sell. I guarantee you. I'm not teaching you something just for the sake of running my voice out every night. Yes, Charmaine, you need Photoshop. Check out, there's a video on YouTube. YouTube.com/innate lab. There's a video if you check out, just put in $9.99. Okay, this is the Photoshop that you need. They have a 7-day free trial of it, but you want to make sure that it works on your computer. So go ahead and do
What's up, my loves and fellow Innate creatives?
Let me pause that. So if you need to know exactly which Photoshop to purchase, the whole process of it, there's a video right here, free on YouTube that I have showing you which one for that, okay? All right, so definitely do that. And then I still encourage you all to do the buddy system because Photoshop is about $10 per month. Don't let them sell you that $20 a month plan. You don't need it. Just that $10 a month plan. Now, I'm going to suggest that you go on to the Innate Creatives Facebook group and search for the word buddy. And there, I encourage a buddy system so that if you only need one seat, you only have one computer, you get 2 seats of Photoshop. So if y'all want to share and one person download it to their computer and the other seat is reserved for someone else and that person is responsible for cash apping you $5 every month, that transaction is on you all, but I just encourage you to help one another because I know that this can be not just an intimidating process, but an expensive one too, when you start racking up all of these different things that you have to pay for. So if you can cut that cost down, find you a buddy. If you go on the let me copy this link here and show you. I don't know if the Facebook group is going to come up. Hold on. Yeah, I know when I bring up Facebook, my Photoshop starts getting jealous. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/innate creatives, then you can find this group and search for the word buddy. So I'm going to search buddy. And then you'll see we have a buddy system. So basically you can comment here whether you have it or need it or see someone that's already said have or need more recently. And y'all can communicate and see if, hey, I go ahead and get the subscription. Don't let the password be a password that you use for anything else. Let it be a password that you don't mind sharing so that nobody has access to other parts of your life that you don't want to have outside of Photoshop. Okay. All right, Felicia says, sorry, I'm just joining. Can you tell me what is the website to join a class? Yes, absolutely. It is, and I'll put it academy.innatelab.com. And I'll show you on here as well. You can also type in innateacademy.com. So this is the main website. I want to show you the difference between the main website and the academy. The main website is where you go to purchase your you can purchase templates here, and all of the templates on the website, they have videos that come with them for free on YouTube. Okay, so when I sell a template, I'm selling you the tools to edit that template as well. But this is also where you go to purchase inks and blanks, and especially if you're converting the large format printers or your 77 10s and 20s, I got you. Okay, so this is the website for that. If you want to go to the academy, I do have a button up here just as a shortcut, because some of you are like, oh, I'm logged into my account and I can't see my classes. And then you're like, oh, I forgot I wasn't in the academy. So now there's a little button at the top here that takes you to the academy, and you can log on there. Okay, so it is academy.innatelab.com, and then the regular website is just innatelab.com. And Felicia, I'm going to leave this video up so that, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and what is it? If I want to control V, I'm going to copy that. For those of you who want to go back and watch this, because I know sometimes YouTube won't make the video immediately available, I'm going to, there we go. That's the YouTube video link for this particular video. So even if it doesn't show up on YouTube, if you copy and paste this link right now, it will take you to the live video, the replay of the live video. You're welcome, Felicia. And I look forward to seeing you. I hope you find this to be something that will benefit you, and we can do some great work together, because I'm ready to see y'all. Ready to see y'all like take off. And everybody in the classes so far y'all are impressing me. I don't have anyone that I can't say has not impressed me yet. Let's see. Somebody also asked about toddler shirts. Oh, the template for toddler shirts. So Monet, what it is for the template for toddler shirts would simply be the 13 by 19 design, or even if you're doing the all over adult design, and then you want to scale that down for a toddler. So if you go to, I'm going to show y'all how to search some of these videos, and I just type in resize. I have so many videos on like how to resize. Like this one is straight up on resizing your art. And this is a great video for you, Monet, because I literally go over different methods for if you just have the art you did one time, compress it as a JPEG, and you try to resize it, you're going to have different problems than if you resize your artwork from the beginning to go with these different templates. And I show you exactly how to do that from top to bottom. And it's really not that long of a video for me to be showing you all that, but I do show you how to go from adult to youth to toddler to infant, and even I think we even do like a notebook, like if you needed to take your design and make that all over shirt design fit for just the simplest notebook. Well, that's awesome, Helena. I'm glad things are taking off for you and you're doing these designs, because I see them and you're doing a great job with them. And for those of you who don't know, Helena or Noble Custom Designs is talking about ordering the large format prints, which we supply those as well. You go to Design and Print Services, and you don't want to tile your sheets, you just want it to come as one big old sheet ready to press, then we sell the one that you want is a 36 by 44, does up to an adult 3X. And depending on the quantity that you get of a single design, it's either $14 and can go as low as $11 per print. And that's if you're doing, I think, 10 prints of the same image. So yeah, I'm doing everything that I can to try to create and also improve some of the tools that you all can use to just be not just better designers, but just have more confidence in your craft. The more confidence you have in your craft, you can go out there and sell to anybody, and you can sell them anything. So that's where my real forte is giving you all my patience and my time so that we can develop some awesome stuff together, increase your confidence, and once your confidence is boosted, you're out there in the world designing through Photoshop, and that program doesn't even phase you anymore. Because most of us don't get into design because we're just not ready to take that leap into Photoshop. And so if I can break that barrier for you and make it not so scary of a process, everything else you got that. Matter of fact, y'all do the other stuff better than me as far as executing orders and being on top of business and hustling and grinding and promoting your product, all of that. Y'all do fabulous with that. So I'm just here to boost it however I can. All right. So I think that's it as far as questions. I know we have a little bit of a delay, but I don't see any more questions coming through. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to post this course so that the course and the code is available for the 24 hours for those who are going to enroll for tomorrow. And I will see you all very soon. Oh, Vicky, I just see your your comment. Vicky says, I have those skills and the patience of a saint." Thank you, thank you. Patience is a virtue, and that's a virtue that I definitely possess. I make the most of it. I do, I do. All right, love. So not forever, just for now. Until next time, I love y'all for real, and y'all know the rest. Bye.